So we start.
Yes, sir.
Good. So today we try to complete the discussion of Act 2, Scene 1. We are towards the end of the first scene of the second act, where Iago is trying to make capital out of the frustrated Rodrigo. Rodrigo is getting frustrated because he feels that he has been spending a lot of money, or rather Iago has been cheating him and exploiting him, looting him, cheating him of all his money, but it's of no use. He is not able to get any response from Desdemona. Desdemona is married. Well, what is the chance now? Is there any possibility? So he is very much frustrated. But Iago is very, very clever, a very clever and cunning villain. He tells him, don't worry, Rodrigo, don't worry. You are going to get a chance. Because, the love affair between Desdemona and the Moor, Othello, was something very, very unnatural. Because Othello told her, fantastic stories, fantastic lies. All the stories that he told her were lies. They were, not at all true. They were not at all true stories. They were fabricated lies. So she fell in love with him. She loved him for his bravery, for his valiance, for his courage, for his valor, for his courage. Well, for all the things, for all the good qualities of a soldier. But Iago says, well, all these were lies. Number one. Number two, she is going to realize the real situation. And so, when that warmth of the affair, the relationship, the marriage is over, she will be fed up. She will be looking for another person who is, compatible with him, more compatible with him in age, in race, in racial features, in color, in education, in refinement, and in all those things. So she will be looking for a more handsome gentleman, a younger, a civilized, more refined man. So who stands a chance? Well, it is Cassio. But Cassio is a knave. Well, as far as from the point of view of women, he is a very nice man. He has, all the looks of refinement, all the looks of good qualities, very young, very good looking, very fair, handsome and all. But Iago says in line number 234, he says, Cassio is a devilish knave. Besides, the knave is handsome, young, and hath all those requisites in him that folly and the green minds look after. These women are foolish. So when they look at him, he has all the qualities of a great gentleman. So, from the point of view of women, he is lovable, handsome, young, fair, with all the pretenses, with all the guise of a civilized, refined gentleman, but a pestilent, complete knave. 236, line number 236. And the woman hath found him already. So she, Desdemona, the woman, has already found him. She is in love with him. Desdemona is in love with Cassio. This is his theory. This is Iago's theory. This is what Iago is trying to make Rodrigo believe. Rodrigo, I cannot believe that in her. No, sir. That is not true. I don't believe. Because she is full of most blessed. Or she is like an angel. Very innocent. Having good qualities. Very gentle. Refined lady. Most blessed. Iago. Blessed fixed end. That is stupid. What? Virgin-like, angelic, stupid, nonsense. The wine she drinks is made of grapes. She drinks the same wine. She doesn't drink the wine from heaven. She drinks ordinary wine from grapes. Means she is an ordinary woman. നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത് പോലെ ഞങ്ങളും അരിയാഹാരം കഴിക്കുന്ന ആളുകളാണ്. Made of grapes. She doesn't drink manna, the heavenly drink. No. If she had been blessed, she would never have loved the moor. Do you think such a person would love the moor? A very dark, devilish, sooty moor. Blessed pudding. Oh my God. Dost thou not see her paddle with the palm of his hand? You didn't see? You didn't see Desdemona fiddling with, fondling, caressing the hands of Cassio? She was holding his hand. She was touching it. She was caressing it. Oh, they were making all sorts of love. They were standing very, very close. You didn't mark that? Didst not mark that? Rodrigo says, yes, that I did. I saw that they were holding each other's hand. I saw that. But that was courtesy. It's all, good manners. That's all. It's out of courtesy. What else? Then, Iago says, lechery by this hand. Oh, they were lusting after each other. They were full of lust. They were full of thirst for having sex, having love, to sleep together. They were in a hurry. They were full of love and lust, lusting each other. Now, an index. It is only an index. It is a sign, just a symbol. And an obscure prologue. Prologue is something that comes at the beginning of a book. So this is the start. Iago says, this is a prologue. This is a beginning to the history of lust and foul thoughts. This is the beginning of the things to come. Well, more is yet to come. This is only a beginning. An obscure prologue to the history of lust and foul thoughts. They met so near. They were standing so close to each other. They almost touched each other. With their lips, they almost touched each other with their lips. They kissed. That their breaths, the breath that was coming each that is coming from the mouth of these people, Cassio and Desdemona, they, their breaths embraced together. They smelt each other's breath. They were standing so close together. Oh, villainous thoughts. Very, very devilish people. With dark minds, dark thoughts. Rodrigo, when these mutualities so marshal the way, when these intimacies, when these mutualities, the togetherness, the closeness, marshal the way, when they proceed, when they move ahead, well, hard at hand comes, immediately follows what? The master and the main exercise. Well, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of a major action. Well, touching, standing together, smelling each other, then comes the main exercise. Well, they are going to sleep together. The main exercise, the incorporate conclusion, the final thing, the main thing. This is what they are going to do. Che, pish. But sir, be ruled by me. Do as I say. Now, if you are bent on fulfilling your desires, do as I say. I have brought you from Venice. See, we have traveled all the from Venice. I have brought you here. Watch you tonight. You should be very careful this night. This is the most important night. Now you have to be very, very careful. Watch you tonight for the command. Who is in command? It is Cassio. Cassio is going to be in command. I will lay it upon you. I'll tell you. Cassio knows you not. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know who you are. He has not seen you. You have not met each other. I'll not be far from you. I'll be standing very close by. Very, very near. Do you find some occasion to anger Cassio? Find some reason. Try to invent some reason to make him angry, to irritate him, either by speaking too loud, either shouting. You do something to irritate him, to irk him, to make him angry, either by speaking too loud or tainting his discipline. Or you can abuse him, you can make fun of him, you can ridicule him, insult him, or from what other cause you please, or whatever way you like. You invent, you decide what you're going to do. You decide how you are going to irritate him this evening, because this is the evening, this is the night. This night is very, very important. Now, which time shall more favorably minister? So, according to the occasion, as it suits the occasion, the situation, the environment, the time, and all. So you invent your own ways. The only thing is you irritate him. You make him very angry. Just to make him lose his control. That's it. Rodrigo, well, then what? Sir, Iago says, he is very rash. He is short-tempered, very sudden, in choler. Choler means anger. He is choleric, a very short-tempered man. He gets angry very, very soon. And happily, with his truncheon, with his baton, with the stick that he holds in his hand, he may strike at you, he may hit you, but don't bother, don't worry. Keep provoking him, provoke him. Keep provoking him, that he may, for even out of that will, I cause these of Cyprus to mutiny. So I will arouse the people. I will tell the people here, the people of Cyprus, that because they are very much afraid. The Cypriots, the people of Cyprus are very, because there is a war, there was a threat of a war. So everybody was afraid. So when they hear, a shout, a chaos at night. They'll be afraid. And whose qualification shall come into no true taste again, but by displanting cashew. So then they will inquire, what happened? Who is responsible for this? They will find out. For all this problem, all this chaos and this problem, this issue was created by cashew, and they will displant him. So shall you have a shorter journey. Now, if he's out, if cashew is dismissed from his position as lieutenant, well, who chance? Well, Desdemona loves cashew. Why? Because he is lieutenant. He's a decent gentleman. He looks like a gentleman. He looks like a refined gentleman. He's also in position. He also holds a very, very important position. He is lieutenant. So once he is dismissed, well, finished. So you will stand next in chance. Then I shall then have to prefer them. And the impediment most profitably removed. So once cashew is removed, once cashew is dismissed from his position as lieutenant, well, it is going to be good for you as well as me, without the which there were no expectation of our prosperity. Without this, this is the only way that we can manipulate, we can design things. Now, this is the only way for our prosperity. Rodrigo says he's convinced. He's a foolish, credulous, gullible man. He believes him. He trusts him. He agrees. I will do this if I can bring it to any opportunity. Well, if it is going to give me an opportunity, a good opportunity, well, I will do this. Now, I warrant thee. I'll tell you, meet me by the citadel, come to my castle. Come and meet me there. I must fetch his necessaries ashore, because Othello has already asked him to bring his things from the ship. So I am going to the ship. So meet me there. Farewell, Rodrigo. Now Rodrigo says, adieu. Adieu means goodbye. Goodbye. Now, who is left? There is only one person. Rodrigo exits. There is only one person left. Who is that? Only one person is left on the stage. Who is that? Any answer?
Yes, sir, Iago.
Iago, good. Now, Iago is going to speak out his mind. Iago is going to speak out his thoughts. He is going to think aloud. What do you call this? Only one person, he speaks to the audience. What do you call this?
Soliloquy.
Soliloquy, good. This is Iago's second soliloquy. Look at that. Second soliloquy. That Cassio loves her. I do well believe it. I believe that. I think Cassio really does love her. I do believe it. That she loves him, and it is perfectly likely. So if he likes her, it is probable, it is likely that she loves him. It is apt and of great credit. The more, what about him? What about Othello? The more, howbeit that I endure him not, I admit that he is, I can't stand him because he has done me wrong. I endure him not. I cannot tolerate him. I don't like him. But still, howbeit that I endure, even though I don't like him, he says, the more is of a constant, loving and lovable nature. He is a good man. I don't like him. That is true. But remember, he's a good man. And I dare think he will prove to Desdemona a good husband. I have no doubt about that. He's very lovable. He's nice, very trustworthy, constant. and is of a noble nature. And I am sure that to Desdemona, he will prove to be a very, very faithful husband because he is such a nice man. It is true that I don't like him, but this is the fact. Now, I do love her too. I also love her. See, Desdemona is Othello's wife. Cassio loves her. Rodrigo is in love with her. I also love her. Why? What is the reason? Not out of absolute lust. Not because of any carnal, carnal instincts. Not because of evil thoughts that I want to sleep with her. No. I have no love. I don't feel any lust for her. Though peradventure, I stand accountant for as great a sin, because he has committed a sin against my wife, but partly let diet my revenge, because he believes, Iago believes, that Othello has slept with his wife. He believes. People say, well, we know there is no evidence. There is no proof. There is a rumor. People say that he has slept with my wife. So, but partly led to my revenge, for that I do suspect the lusty Moor hath he leaped into my seat. He occupied my position on the bed, on my bed. That is, he slept with my wife. The thought whereof that like a poisonous mineral. No, like a rat. It is gnawing at my mind. It is just gnawing at my mind. It is irritating me. It is troubling me. The thought that the Moor, Othello, has slept with my wife. I cannot sleep. I have lost my peace of mind. Oh, this is very, very bad. I was cuckolded. I was made a cuckold by Othello. I believe this, though there is no proof. And nothing can or shall content my soul till I am evened with him. No, I should even it with him. That is, tit for tat. He slept with my wife, so how can I equalize it? I sleep with his wife. So wife for wife. Wife for wife. He slept with my wife, so I sleep with his wife. That's it. A tit for tat. A tooth for a tooth. An eye for an eye, a tooth for the jungle law. Or failing so, yet that I put the Moor at least into a jealousy so strong. If I cannot do that, failing so, if I cannot do that, then at least I will try to inject jealousy into his mind. I'll try to make him jealous. Jealousy into him so strong that judgment cannot cure. Incurable jealousy, I will try to inject into his mind. Which thing to do? To do that, if this poor trash of Venice, if this stupid fellow Rodrigo, this trash, useless thing, trash, this flimsy, worthless thing of Venice, this Rodrigo, whom I trash for his quick hunting, well, I can make some easy money, some fast money, quick hunting, stand up putting on. I will have our Michael Cassio on the hip. Using Rodrigo, I will catch Cassio by his hip. I just hold him by his hip. Well, he will be in a helpless position. Abuse him to the Moor in the rank grab. I am going to abuse him. I am going to insult him. I am going to defame him in front of his boss, that is Othello. For I fear Cassio with the nightcap too. I fear Cassio with the nightcap. I fear that even Cassio has slept with my wife, the nightcap. So he has, he He's angry towards both people. He believes that Cassio as well as Othello have slept with his wife. I fear Cassio with my nightcap. He occupied my position in my bed. Make the Moor thank me. I will expose him. I will expose Cassio in front of the Moor, and he will be very, very thankful to me. He will be very, who? The Moor. He is an honest man. He is a, very credulous man. He trusts me. He believes me. He believes whatever I say. Because as far as he is concerned, Iago is very, very honest. The most honest man in the world. To Othello, Iago is the most honest man in the world. Make the Moor thank me, love me, and reward me. So if I reveal, his real personality, what exactly Cassio is, if I reveal his real personality to, Othello, he will thank me. He will reward me for making him completely an ass and practicing upon his peace and prayer. By this then I am going to spoil him. I am going to make him a fool. Well, I am going to deceive him. This is deceit, cheating, complete cheating. I'll make him a foolish fellow, an ass, and practicing upon his, I will disturb, I will destroy, I will ruin his peace and quiet. Even I will drive him crazy. Madness, it is here. Well, the plan is here. I have all the plans, but I don't know how it is going to work out. Still confused, because never is planned. An evil plan, until it succeeds, until the moment comes, you never see what is going to happen, because this is a trick. This is something deceit. This is, a design, a devilish plan. You are going to work it out. Whether it will succeed or not, nobody knows, because it's an evil plan. All evil plans are like that. Until the moment, the moment of success comes, you don't know what is going to happen. Well, this is my plan. So this is his innermost mind. Iago is revealing his devilish plans. He's speaking his mind. He's addressing the audience in a second soliloquy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. There is also a very short scene here. Second scene, Act 1, Scene 2 is very, very brief. And here is an announcement. Enter Othello's herald. The herald of Othello. One who goes before, walks in front of an important man is a herald. One who goes before. Othello's herald. With a proclamation. ഒരു വിളംബരമാണ്, രാജാവിൻ്റെ വിളംബരം. An announcement by the general. What is the announcement? People following. An announcement. പണ്ടൊക്കെ നാട്ടിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ചെണ്ട കൊട്ടി പെരുമ്പറ കൊട്ടി രാജാവിൻ്റെ വിളംബരങ്ങൾ നാട്ടിൽ പറയുന്നത് പോലെ. So here is a proclamation from the general. What? He is going to say, well, there is a holiday now, gentlemen. Why did they come to Cyprus? For war. Because there was news that the Turks were going to attack Cyprus. So all these people came to protect, Cyprus. Now, we know that the Turkish fleet has been destroyed by a tempest in the sea. So there is no war. So the enemy is completely destroyed. Without their having to do anything, the enemy is completely destroyed. So there is no war. There is only peace. No war. They don't have to fight anything. Number one. Number two, well, they are going to celebrate it. That is a cause for celebration. Number one. That is the destruction of the enemy without war. Number one. Number two, general's marriage. Well, he was married yesterday. Last night, they eloped. They ran away secretly and they got married. So the marriage of the general. So these two things, they are going to enjoy. They are going to celebrate. So everybody is given a freedom. Everybody is going to have an entertainment. So it is going to be an evening of entertainment. So you do whatever you like. Music, drinks, dance, anything you can have. From now, 5 o'clock until 11 o'clock. So between 5 and 11, they can have an entertainment of or whatever in whatever way they like. This is the proclamation. Herald. It is Othello's pleasure, our noble and valiant general Othello, that upon certain tidings means news, because of some news that now arrived, the news that arrived, what? Importing, telling the mere perdition, the complete destruction of the Turkish fleet. So we have got news of the complete destruction of the Turkish fleet. Every man put himself into triumph. Then you can enjoy. Some to dance. Some of you can dance. Some to make bonfires. In NSS, NCC camps, they make bonfires and they eat and drink and dance and sing. Make bonfires. Each man to what sport and what revels his addiction leads him. Whatever revelry, whatever merrymaking, whatever things that they can do to make themselves merry. For besides this beneficial news, besides this, there is one more thing. What? It is the celebration of his nuptial. It is a celebration of the marriage. Nuptial means marriage, wedding of the general. So two things. Number one, the destruction of the enemy. Number two, the celebration of the marriage. So much was his pleasure should be proclaimed. So he has asked me, the general has asked me to proclaim, to announce, to make this announcement. All offices are open. So everything will be open and there is full liberty. Everybody is given complete freedom, full liberty of feasting, eat. And from this present hour of 5, from 5 o'clock now it is 5 o'clock. From now till the bell have tolled 11, till the clock bell strikes 11. From 5 o'clock until 11 o'clock, they can entertain themselves. They can celebrate. Well, heaven bless the Isle of Cyprus and our noble General Othello. So this is the second scene, Act 2, Scene 2, and then Act 2, Scene 3. That is going to be a way. So we know the plan that Iago has made, the evil design, the devilish designs of Iago. He's going to make use of, well, Rodrigo, to carry out, to implement, to fulfill his own desires and plans, because he has already openly told us that, even though, Othello is the gem of a person, very nice, very decent, very refined, very gentle, but I don't like him for several reasons. First reason, he says, Othello has slept with my wife, but there is no proof. Number two, he bypassed him. Othello bypassed Iago in the promotion to the post of lieutenant. Othello appointed Cassio as the lieutenant, bypassing. Then, of course, we know the reasons. Moore is black and he is a white European. So the racial, feelings are all already there, because the white people, they never like the black people. So because they feel themselves superior. So the racial problem is already there. Then, well, so many things. It is his own. Nobody knows why exactly Iago does these things, because as I said earlier, S.T. Samuel Taylor Coleridge has said that the motive hunting of motiveless malignity, motive hunting villain. Iago is he's looking for motives to carry out, to implement his evil designs. So, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right.